Hi everybody, that's the football hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and here we are back at the football hut. I hope you like this video and subscribe. I need you to do me a favor if you watch this video. I need you to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers. Just got to 250. I can't thank you enough. If you subscribe to this channel, I can't thank you enough for subbing to this little tiny little channel trying to make its way in the YouTube universe. But I need you to subscribe right now. Hit that subscribe button. Get to 300. I want to get to 300 very quickly. And quite frankly, I want to get this channel completely monetized if we can. So here we go. As you know, the Giants had a big win against the lowly Cardinals. And it's a big win because of the fact that they were down 28-7 in this game. They were down 20-0 against the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona, believe it or not. They said they hadn't really played there in like 6 years in Arizona. They won the Super Bowls there. But the Giants had a just horrific first half, as you know. They were down 20-0 in the first half. The offense was terrible. The defense was terrible. It was about as bad of a situation as you could possibly be in that the Giants found themselves in. They had been outscored by the opponent 60-0 in the first 6 periods of the season. That's one of the worst starts to any season in the history of the New York Giants. You know, the Giants started 99 years ago. So for 99 years, this was the worst start of a game and the worst start of a season they've ever had. And the fact that they were able to come back, but they did go up against one of the worst teams in the NFL with a team that had zero defense. This wasn't the Cowboys that the Giants were going up against. So that kind of puts the things in perspective. Now, on Thursday, they're going to be playing the 49ers. We'll get into that as we get closer to the game. There'll be a video up on Wednesday talking about what's going to happen in that game. The Giants will be in San Francisco. So he's from Giants.com. Giants rallied from 21-point deficit to defeat the Cardinals 31-28. The Giants played the 1,389th regular season game in their 99-year history on Sunday and pulled off a remarkable comeback to make the 716th victory one of the most amazing, spectacular, terrific, and memorable they've ever delivered. Trailing by 20 points after the first half in which they were shut out and by 21 points late in the third quarter, the Giants, who remember lost last week to Dallas 40-0, scored the game's final 24 points, including 17 in the fourth quarter to defeat the Cardinals 31-28 in State Farm Stadium. In the final 8:51 of the game, Saquon Barkley and Isaiah Hodgins scored touchdowns, and Graham Gano kicked the game-winning field goal, a 34-yarder with 19 seconds remaining. The Giants rallied from a 21-point deficit to win for just the third time in their history, once in 1945 and once in 1949 and Sunday, thanks largely to a remarkable performance by Daniel Jones, who threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for another. He did have an interception in the game, but it was kind of the same thing as the week before. It hit off of the body and hands of Saquon Barkley, and it ricocheted into a defender. The Giants improved to 1-1 and play San Francisco on the road on Thursday and I guess the 49ers. All right. They'll play the 49ers on Thursday at 8 p.m. This week. Quote, "I'm proud of how resilient the guys were," said Brian Dable. "They didn't focus on the scoreboard, and that's a hard thing to do. We are a production business, and to focus on just doing your job." A couple of things about what Daniel Jones did. This is what he did in the second half. In the second half, Jones completed 17 of 21 passes for 259 yards and 2 touchdowns, and ran for 59 yards, and he scored a touchdown. He scored the first touchdown in the first half. On the first drive on the second half, Daniel Jones threw to Jalen Hyatt, wide receiver, and it was his first catch in the NFL, and he ran for 58. It was a 58-yard catch, and that was very much invigorating for the whole club and really for fans like myself watching. And then right after that, I guess 3 plays into the first half, the Giants scored a touchdown on a run by Daniel Jones. Overall in the game, he went 26 of 37 for 321 yards, 2 scores, and 1 interception. Saquon Barkley rushed for 63 yards and 17 carries, including a 1-yard touchdown, and caught a 6-yard scoring pass. I mentioned about one of the touchdowns that Barkley scored as he dove into the pylon And I guess the pylon is fair territory. That's part of the end zone. So he hit that pylon with the football, and that was great. Isaiah Hodgins caught the game-tying 11-yard touchdown pass with 4:25 remaining. Darren Waller caught 6 passes. He had a very solid game. He was able to spread the field out. That was very important. It's a big reason why they brought him in. It's not just to score and get things into the end zone, but he was able to sort of, spreads the field. He's a very unusual player. There's not too many players like him in the NFL. Rookie Jalen Hyde's first NFL reception was probably the game's biggest play. He also had a second play, which went for 31 yards later in the game with 6:30 left to go. He had 2 catches and 89 yards. He had a big game. But that's the kind of player he is. Once he catches that football, he is extremely difficult to catch because he's extremely fast. I saw him last year for the Tennessee Volunteers. He's very, very good. So this was a great win for the Giants. The defense was able to shut down this offense. Again, the Cardinals are one of the worst teams in the NFL. There's a good chance they're probably going to get the number 1 pick next year. So just keep this in perspective. If you're a fan, as I am, they had a good day. I mean, it's very interesting to note that they were outscored 20-0 in the first half. I don't know what Brian Dable said to them in that locker room, because it was almost like the light went on, the light switch went on, and they came out roaring in that second half. As you know, like I said, they came out, they scored in the first possession of the second half in the first series. And obviously they had the big play by Hyde, and obviously Daniel Jones scored the touchdown. That kind of set the tone for the second half. And they only gave up 1 touchdown in the second half to the Cardinals. But they didn't have a good first half. That needs to be kept an eye on, as this defense did not have a good first half. Now they're going to the 49ers. They're going to play them in San Francisco. I'll have videos on them starting Wednesday. I'll have videos later, maybe today, probably tomorrow, likely tomorrow, talking about this game and talking about just different things that happened during the game. But obviously with the shortened week. Also, I mentioned that Saquon Barkley late in the game hurt his ankle because he had an ankle strain. Kind of got rolled over a little bit. MRI came back negative, but we'll see. I don't know if he's going to play. It's a possibility he might not play, and they might have to go to other options, either be Gary Brightwell or Eric Gray. But we'll see who they put in if Barkley can't go. Because he was really hobbling after the game. Really hobbling during that, right after that play. He was really having a lot of trouble walking around. So, he needed to be helped off the field, by the way. That's how, if you watched it, you saw how he struggled to get off the field. But you let me know what you think about this video. And again, if you're watching this video, I need you to subscribe. We're at 250 subscribers. I'd love to get to 300 subs. And if you watch these videos, watch the entirety of the video, because then YouTube recommends it and people will watch. And that means I'll get more subscribers, we'll get more people and more of a discussion. And of course, we'll talk more about the Giants and the NFL and everything that's going on around the Giants, from the announcers to all the crazy broadcasters here in New York. And thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Football Hut. Thank you, and I'll see you later.